Alright folks, Kurt's Customz coming back at you as always, victim of my abuse. This thing, so far it's taken it. Put it in here last night after finishing the build. I'm not thrilled with this cone and surround. I don't know if that's what's giving me problems or what, but it's taken it, whatever. I'll probably beat the shit out of it until Lockhart, see if it holds together. It's already flexing pretty good. It gets down alright. Little bit of a wall in the box that I've never had with any other build or with any others. Right about at 25 hertz. So if anybody's familiar with something like that where, you know, a particular speaker build will give a funky frequency in a box that no other speaker will, hit me up. Let me know kind of what your experience is, and maybe I can pin this down and figure out why it's doing it. But not bad at 25 hertz though. It extends real low, real nice. Yeah, it's just right now you can't even tell it's playing right now. I've got it real low because I'm about to crank it up at 28.05 hertz. It's funny. I'm sitting here. I've got my hatch open. I'm in my garage, you know. But it's funny because just the way everything is, the way the dynamics and the acoustics and everything are, I mean, you can't say anything with a garage door open and shit like that. But it's funny because on 28.05 in here with all those going on, it sounds like a frickin' helicopter landing in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of power for a second here. Let you see what kind of excursion this thing's working with already. Keep in mind, this has been in the car. Literally, I put it in the box last night. I played it for about 2 minutes and then I went to bed. So if anything, you could say it's really still kind of curing, and really I shouldn't be beating on it already, but this is how I do. This is that R&D I was telling you about. I beat the shit out of my stuff so that I know when I build something for somebody else, it can handle it. So 28.05 hertz. And let me see what kind of angle I can get for some good excursion. Yeah, right about there. It looks good. Right about there, I start getting that funky. It's not too bad at 28 hertz, but I'm still getting a little bit of it. Steady voltage. I usually stay above about 12.8. And you see where the level is right now. I'm gain matched at 2 volts. This sub is wired at 1 ohm. And I mean, I can really start leaning on it. That's almost 2 inches. Getting a little stinky. Not too bad though. I've been beating on this thing all morning, so not bad, not bad. Got the helicopter landing in the garage here. I'm gonna put it back down to where it's still just playing a little bit. I'm still getting about a ½ inch, maybe a little less than a ½ inch of throw out of it. But anytime I crank something up and get a coil stinky, I never just turn it back off and leave it alone. That's a good way to get it to lock up on the coil. So the motion of the coil moving back and forth after a coil's all stinky and it gets the epoxy hot, and that's what you're smelling. If you leave the coil moving, if you keep it moving back and forth, the air flowing back and forth over it, once you've lowered that load, helps cool it back off again. If you get your stuff stinky and then you just kill it and shut the knob off and everything, you're taking a chance on that coil locking up on you, and it's going to be stuck to the pole, and you're going to be pulling it out like a slinky. So And just a little lesson for people: don't ever turn it all the way off or all the way back down when you start to stink it up. Just turn it back down to a reasonable level. And you know, like I said, it's probably moving a little less than a half inch right now, and I'm still sitting at 28 hertz, but once it started getting stinky, I didn't want to blow it up. Sub is taking this abuse like a champ, I will say that. So I will come back at you later, see if I can figure out what's going on with this funky resonance coming out of this speaker build. Alright, until then, stay loud, Kurt's Customz.